EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans still going. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023, it's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Flacco. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Micah Parsons getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. Throwing, Flacco. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Browns offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play to kick off this drive. 52 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he will give himself up at the end of that one.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Now it's 2nd and 1. They bring Judy in motion. From the shotgun, give to Ford. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
To throw is Flacco. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
A gain of 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now Flacco. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now the try for an extra point. His kick is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
In trouble, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Browns offense and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Open this drive on the ground with 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Made at his 48-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll run once more with 4. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Flacco to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
That's good.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll run with 4. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's third down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Browns will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Bo Melton on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Craft. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd, as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 8. Now Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line.
And goal at the
It is a
3-yard line.
big-time play for the Packers. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have...
And he's in. Tucker Craft. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 10-7.
Packers 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Flacco. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Nixon on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Packers.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive linemen You need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 on the gain again. And another first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
2nd and inches. Now Jacobs. He's to the 10. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Man, Mike, I thought he was going to take that one all the way in for a touchdown, but give credit to the defense. Touchdown saving tackle, really good effort. But now they're going to have to buckle down and dig in because they're facing.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
McManus on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Browns 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter on the return. And he'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Now, faking the give. His throw left is complete with Judy. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
2nd and 1.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's Ford heading left. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
The Browns getting their punting team out there. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. This returnable with Reed. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Carson Swetzinger on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Good play action with Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Packers.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Pass caught. It's Golden. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Off he goes. And he'll go into a slide here. They're going to mark him just a little short of the 1st down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one reeled in by Golden. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Jacob. Touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Browns 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. Man. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing, Flacco. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Quay Walker getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's a Browns first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here is 2nd and 7. Here's Flacco. Completing that one to Carter. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, and it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. To To throw is Flacco. He's got his man, Carter. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's 3rd and 7. Flacco to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Love will take a knee. And that ought to do it. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my